Yo, what is up, Shib fam? What's up, YouTube? Hey, we are back with a daily truck build. I apologize for the lack of videos the last couple days. I have been super sick. But I feel so much better now than I did. I can't believe I haven't done this truck sooner than I have. But there are a lot of videos out there on YouTube about this particular truck. Can't wait to show you. Can't wait for you guys to come along for the ride. Yo, we are back. This is kind of, super special. Everybody out there has heard of Atreyu Gaming and his hater built, and this one is his hater shaker. Super cool. One of my favorite Freightliners, modded or in the game. Absolutely love this thing. Let's take you to the shop. Let's kind of show you guys some of the options. There's so many options. I really don't have, there's too many to go over. So I'll show you some of my favorites and some of the things that I really do enjoy about this truck, particularly cab figurations. So let's start with that. You have your day cab, your flat top sleeper, which is like your short cab, and then um you have your longer, your 60-foot sleeper. So how come I can't get this to turn today? Um Now, one of the reasons I play with so many cab configurations on this truck are, if we go over here, so the truck that I'm building, you can't get this truck if you're just in the day cab. Um, you can kind of try to add some roof deflectors, but that's not what we're looking for. Or if you use the 36-inch and use the roof deflectors, that's not really what we're looking for. You're going to see, you get the Mercury cabs, and then if you add the roof deflector, you're just going to get a couple of these, right? So if we take all that off and we go over to the longer one, for those of you that like these type of cabs, you have to have the longer sleeper, and then go to your options here and go to your sleeper and go all the way down here. That is one of the coolest looking internationals I think I've ever seen. Um, yeah, I absolutely love it. But you can have the Mercury cabin, you can put deflectors on that. But to have this one piece looking, um, I mean, just a beautiful looking truck that is just super cool, man. I think it looks good. I like the way it looks. And then add the side deflectors as well. And the reason I add these side deflectors is because we are going to make this a little longer. We're going to use the 6x4, so we get the 220-gallon fuel tank. So now this is a little bit longer. We're actually going to stretch these tanks afterwards and have it, look like it all ends in the same place. So that's why I add those side deflectors. Let's see here. Let's go into the interior like I always do. You have four options. You have your standard interior, you have your granite interior, which is like your gray or black colors, and then you have your exclusive, your cardinal interior, which is kind of like your tan and your orange colored seating, and then you have your teal. I kind of like this one the best just because it doesn't matter what you paint the outside, it's going to match the inside. Black kind of goes with everything. You can also change a couple different things on this truck. You can change your steering wheel if you want to. I think that's a cool steering wheel. I kept it. But if you have a steering wheel DLC, um, the steering wheel DLC, all these fit as well. So I just like the stock steering wheel. Let's see here. Let's go back to the outside. A couple different paint jobs. I really like all the paint jobs that this thing came with. There's some flames there. Got a Walmart. I like that, especially if you ever want to do that. This is a vintage paint job. You got a couple of vintage paint jobs, but very. I mean, it comes with like what 20 different paint schemes. I think something like that. There's a ton of them, but yeah, super super cool. One of my favorites is the flames. If I could find that, there's like metallic flames. I think is it up here. Okay, I don't remember where it is. Oh, that's not it. That's flames, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Let's see. There it is. Those flames are super cool, and you can change them. So let's say we want to kind of darken those up, or you want to make them white. Maybe you want to change the red there. I think that's super cool. So if you wanted to do that, and then for that Phantom grill that I had, we're actually going to get rid of. Um, we're gonna get rid of that altogether and grab your grill. You can there's all sorts of grills on this thing. I mean, look at the old school. That's kind of like 359 headlights right there. If we go to the Phantom, you can get that stretched all the way down, and then we want to put a bumper on it. And the bumpers here, I think, are the ones that are going to. Actually, we don't want the bull bars, do we? You can want something with a guide. You can add um make it just look like super clean right there, you know? I like it. I like it. And then you can add some lights if you want, some oldies. Maybe you want some oldie lights. Maybe you want some truck show lights. Maybe you want to even change the hood so it looks more like a show truck wrapped around how the wheel well wraps around. Super, super cool truck. I don't usually like a drop visor, but I think that is perfect. I think that's perfect to look out. Super, super cool, man. Lots of options as far as exhausts. I think this was probably one of my favorites. If you go with your Gatlins, kind of looks like a Gatlin gun. That looks kind of cool. Maybe you want to change, get a little bit more chrome in there. Large pipes. I mean, painted pipes. This thing has, I don't know, 30 different paint. That's what I went with. I like the flaps up there. There's so many exhaust options, and then if you wanted to paint them, maybe you want black, maybe you want painted. There we go. Maybe you want to match the glossy paint. So many options here. See, there's another one. There's a miter, the hockey pipes, flat tops, the bulls. I mean, this thing is just super super filled with options. Absolutely over the top with options. This is not a freeware. Atreyu Gaming's Hater Built is. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. But the Hater Shaker is actually payware. Well worth it in my opinion because of all the things that you get, all the options that you have. Uh, the same, you know, light pack that you got with the um, Hater Built, you're gonna get it with this one as well. But in my opinion, this is the better of the two trucks. Super, super cool. You get the Viper option. Rear fenders. So many different. Again, the options are endless. You can build this truck. You could drive this truck as a content creator. I drive a different truck every day. I could drive this truck for 2 weeks straight and have a different configuration, make it look like a different truck every day. That's well worth it to me. That's well worth it. The fact that I can make 2 weeks or more of just by changing the configuration, changing colors. I think that is well worth what Atreyu's asking for. For those of you that are wondering how to get in touch with Atreyu, I will leave the link to his Facebook page. That's how I did it. I messaged him on Facebook. Super easy guy to deal with. Super nice guy. Very, very talented. Really good quality as far as that goes. Um, well worth it. You can change the panels. Maybe we want them to. I like mine painted. I also the way I did my tanks. I did the rear tank there. See, that's why I put those extensions, the side deflectors on it. And then I wanted this to look like all one tank. So basically, what I did, I can't remember where it is. Yeah, that's exactly what I did right there. I wanted it to look like one tank, one step all the way through. It does overlap, so if you are putting the lights on it, you're gonna want to like right about here. These are gonna come in and overlap, so you really only need one set of lights. But yeah, dress it up if you have your own rim pack like I do. I use Felipe Combar's rim pack. Yeah, you dress this thing up, make it look really, really, really cool. Spend a lot of time in it on it. It is one of those trucks where I could get lost. I could spend 3-4 hours building this truck and you know still feel like I forgot something. So awesome, awesome jobs, awesome truck. I can't believe I haven't done this one before, just because of all the different types of configurations. One of the other favorites that I have as far as options, and I'll just show one more, then we'll get the show on the road. Um, I love the Mercury cabins. I love having that. So if you did that in Chrome and then chromed out, everything else, chromed out your fenders, I mean, this thing would look super, super bad to the bone, man. Get rid of that, shorten up the chassis. I mean, that looks bad to the bone itself. So lots of options. Highly recommend it. Awesome, awesome quality. But of course, a lot of you guys already know that because you're already using the hater built. But I recommend if you like the hater built, support Atreyu Gaming by purchasing the hater shaker. So let's get this thing fired up. The last thing I should say is it does come with its own engine pack. Of course, I'm super lazy as far as setting up audio. I've got my game audio fine-tuned for Z-Mod's Detroit DD60. I just left that in it, but this thing comes with a really cool engine pack on its own. So, yeah, let's get this thing fired up. So we are heading from Casper, Wyoming to Fort Collins, Colorado, which is a little over 200 miles. I think it's like 216. Let's bring up the GPS. 216 miles. So let's fire this thing up. I love the way it sounds. Let's get this thing moving. Man, it looks so good. I'm using John Ruda's Great Dane reefer. I just kind of painted it the same black as the truck. Look at how cool that tank looks. I know you can tell it's two, but at a quick glance, it looks like it's one big tank, and I really do like that. So, almost hit the fence there. All right, we're leaving Goliath. I'm usually not a fan of these drop visors. I usually like to see out my entire window. But I honestly feel with where the seat sits in this, and again, you do have some adjustability, it's perfect. I don't mind missing, that much of my view. I like the way this truck, I like the way it looks with it, and I love the way I can see out of it. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. One of these days, I'm hoping somebody creates a sun visor that when you look out the window, you can't see it. But when you look at it from this side, you do. Make it look invisible from the interior. All right, we're gonna get on Interstate 25 here. I am going to zip it. I'm gonna let you guys watch the sights and listen to the sounds of this Freightliner, this Hater Shaker by Atreyu Gaming. We are just south of Cheyenne, which means we're about 50 miles from Fort Collins, Colorado. That's where we're headed. We've got a trailer of, I think, pallets. I think we're hauling empty pallets. I don't think there's anything on them, just stacks of pallets. That was the shortest job I could find out of Cheyenne. Or not Cheyenne. Where do we leave? I'll tell you in a second. I know we're headed to Fort Collins. You know what? I don't remember where we left from. And that's okay sometimes. Casper, Wyoming. We're headed to Fort Collins, Colorado. 27 miles to go. I absolutely love this truck. I've had this truck for a long time. It just never dawned on me to do a video. I know Atreyu Gaming himself has some videos of the truck on YouTube. I'll provide a link to that as well. But yeah, everybody I talk to is like, you have the hater build, you have the hater build, you have the hater build. Yes, I do, but I'd much rather support the modder by purchasing the hater shaker. The only way that we're going to continue to get these amazing mods from all these amazing mod creators is to make sure that we support them in any way possible, whether it's subscribing to their YouTube channel, following them on Facebook and Twitter, supporting them monetarily when we can. Not everybody can, but for those that can, subscribe to their channels, subscribe to their YouTube channels, follow them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter. There's so many ways that we can provide these modders some support. They don't get paid for what they do unless we're donating or buying their products that they're offering. I know a lot of people enjoy the hater build, and I do too. Had it not been for the hater build, I would have never found out about the hater shaker, which I have grown so much to love. But it was through that process that I was able to talk to the person that actually built it. And even though that was through a few short Facebook messages, you can tell Atreyu Gaming is somebody that cares about the mods that he is putting out there or the content that he is putting out into the world. And I felt that he generally cares about the people that he is providing them to. And that is essentially the American Trucking Simulator community. Those of us that enjoy freeware mods or payware mods. But at the end of the day, in order for these guys to keep doing that, we've got to find ways to support them. And again, if you aren't in the position to support them financially in any sort of way, whether it's donations or buying their products, make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channels. Follow them on Facebook. Comment and like their content so that they're able to continue to do this. I think I might have screwed up here. I might have been in the wrong lane, but nobody was next to us, so I think we're going to be all right. So we are 1 mile. Excuse my throat, guys. I'm still getting over it. Everything's clearing up, though, so I feel much better than I did. Even yesterday, I feel much better than I did. I love that engine. I love at the end of the rev, man. I love that popping, that backfiring. I'll provide you guys for the link to that as well. I'll put a link in the description to Atreyu's Facebook page, YouTube page. I will make sure that you guys have a link to John Ruta's American Trailer Pack, because I am using his trailer. C mods, engine, Detroit Diesel 60, and anything else you guys might have seen. The JBX graphics and weather. A lot of people comment about my sky. What do you run your graphic settings? Although I do max out both graphics, whether that is my recording PC or my gaming PC, a lot of what you guys are seeing is JBX graphics and weather. So I'll make sure I leave a link to that as well. We're gonna go ahead and play this safe. I gotta get in here though. I kind of put myself into a really bad situation, but I think we're gonna be able to get in here. And there you have it, from Casper, Wyoming to Fort Collins, Colorado, in the Hater Shaker, the Freightliner by Atreyu Gaming. Thank you guys for joining me. If you like the content and you want to see more of it, do me a favor, hit the like button on the video, leave me a comment, and make sure you guys hit the follow button. Join us on our journey to our first 1,000 subs over here. Uploading videos is super new to me. I've been live streaming for the last 3 years. Right now we're in a transition from Facebook gaming to Twitch, but uploading videos is brand new. This is not something that I've been doing all along, something I probably should have been doing all along, but I have not. So let's go ahead and make our money. We're late, I knew that. We're still gonna make 8,100 bucks. That's fine with me. There we go. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome truck. I recommend it. If you like the hater built, if you can scrounge up some change and pick up the international, or the Freightliner, the Hater Shaker, I highly recommend it. Thank you guys for joining me on this ride. Until next time, stay safe, look after one another, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Much love, everybody. Peace.